Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Tim and this is 1001 Paintings. I hope this is the first in a series of many videos that will talk about museums, travel, art, and my experience of what one author alleges to be the 1001 paintings you must see before you die. I received this book a few years back as a gift and it has sat upon the shelf for much of the ensuing decade. Now, don't get me wrong, I've potentially seen already quite a few number of these paintings, from Van Gogh to Rembrandt, from Paul Cézanne to Michelangelo, and from Georgia O'Keeffe to Judith Leister. I regularly travel both here in the United States as well as outside the country, and I always include at least one visit to an art museum. I have also been known to take off by myself and go on what I affectionately refer to as an art trip, where I try to see as much art as I can in a highly and personally curated trip to maximize my exposure to art. For example, on my last trip, this past February, I visited at least 15 museums in a 5-day trip that included Madrid, Toledo, and Segovia in Spain. I really enjoyed these trips immensely, but I found that I was lacking in a motivation on what to see next. So I pulled out this book recently to get some ideas about where to potentially go next. My mind began to wander and I thought, well, what if I really tried to see all 1001 paintings talked about in this book? Could I really accomplish that? And would I even want to? As to the latter question, the longer I lingered on it, the more I warmed to the idea. I did some research and more than half the paintings are in just 5 territories: the United States, Italy, France, Germany, and the United Kingdom. That would make the goal much more imminently achievable. The other paintings not in those 5 territories may take some serious planning and time to get to, but with global travel available again to me, and being in a perpetual state of semi-retirement, I sort of have the time, and I really love looking at art. As to the former question of whether it is actually achievable, I give you the following spoiler alert right up front. It can't. And why am I so certain? Because over 10% of the paintings referenced in this book are in private collections. Therefore, it seems highly unlikely that I will ever get to see those paintings. I will look for exhibitions and special loans that may make some of these paintings available for a limited time, but I'm guessing the wealthy people who own these paintings will not want to open their doors to me, a stranger, to see their artworks. So how can I overcome this obstacle? My plan for these paintings is to eventually look for substantial substitutes in my travels by the same or similar artist. So can I really accomplish this? I think a substantial yes is a fair answer. So come join me and let's go look at some art. Perhaps we can see just about all the paintings we must before our time on this planet is up. I'm actually anticipating a fairly bumpy ride, so buckle up. In the meantime, please feel free to post any comments or suggestions you may have for the structure or content in relation to each painting. I have a vague idea or image in my head of what a typical video might look like, but I would welcome any and all suggestions from you. Until next time.